it's me, Pringles. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for today's video, I am going to sit down here and talk to you. And yeah, it's been a while since the last time I posted a vlog, like sitting down and talking to you. But anyway, today's video, let me talk about how did we get here in Vietnam during this pandemic. So if you are interested, keep on watching. In 3, 2, 1, let's start! So let's start with a chica. So are you ready? I'm ready to. Okay, by the way guys, Johnny will ask the questions and I'm going to answer it as much as I can. I'm not an expert. For disclaimer lang, I'm not an expert. This is just based on my experiences, on our experiences. So, question number 1.
What are the requirements needed in order for you to get there, specifically in Vietnam?
For me, we just have the swab test. First, the swab test negative result, and then our old contract. And guys, it's very important if you have a sponsor company when you get here in Vietnam. I mean, you have already sponsor company before you get into Vietnam. Okay, they're gonna look for it. And yeah, we're gonna talk about that one more detail later on. Okay?
Okay, second question. Did you get through an agency?
Yes, we did. Yeah. Actually guys, I don't know if we can go back here in Vietnam without an agency. I'm not really sure, but in my own knowledge, I think it's the best thing to do when you go back to Vietnam is to have an agency good. And our agency is Chris Dong, and he's really like hospitable and very accommodating, and he will respond you like quickly. All right, so yeah, he only asked us about our old contract and the company that we worked before, like our sponsored company, and I think that's it. Yeah, it's very easy guys. You don't have to process everything. They will process everything. The agency guys, they will process everything. All you need to do is to pay and to give the documents needed. That's it. Then you're good to go.
And third question is, what are the accredited hospitals for the swab test in Manila?
In Manila, I don't know exactly like the accredited hospitals, but a hospital that we know is St. Luke's Medical Center. And yeah,
how about in Cebu?
In Cebu, it's University of Cebu Medical Center. Yeah, I think that one. And guys, if you are from the provinces, something like that, for example, I'm from Dumaguete, and then the nearest accredited hospital is Cebu, but we don't have any relative in Cebu. Yeah, I have, but I think it's very complicated, so we decided to go to Manila. And Auntie Vivian, shout out to Auntie Vivian for letting us stay there, and for picking up at the airport, for sending us to the hospital, like everything. She helped us, as in for everything guys. And to Ati Cheng and to my cousins there, thank you very much. What's a shout out? Anyway, yeah, St. Luke's Medical Center, I think it's the best. And yeah, next question please.
How much does it cost?
I think it cost
the swab test.
The swab test.
Yeah.
Before guys, we expected that it's around 6,500 pesos per swab test. But when we like book online, it's just 5,150 pesos. That's it. And you're
Then we have discount plan
I think
for
we
the
have I think we have a discount. So I'm not really sure how much now because the COVID cases in Philippines are like getting higher at day by day. So yeah, next
Next
question
one
please.
is, how many hours will the result come out?
I think the result is from 24 to 48 hours.
How did you get the result?
They gave us through Gmail. Yeah, through Gmail only, guys. No need to go to the hospital to pick the result. They just give it to through online. And next,
Next question is, can you process in your own without agency?
can you process? As what I have said, guys, na I think it's very complicated and it's very hard for you to come back here without an agency because the agency will process everything. Like for example, the 14-day quarantine in a hotel, the flight details. I mean, they're gonna book the flight details. So let me tell you about the agency. First thing, they will give you like the flight details from Manila to Korea to Hanoi or to Vietnam. Okay, that's a very important thing kasi hindi mo alam for us lang guys ha. Hindi mo alam kung kailan siya maka-cancel, how will tomorrow happen, guys, no? So dapat may agency ka kasi pag ma-move siya, hindi mo kasalanan. They're gonna book it again without any yeah. I know you understand me. But yeah, and then also guys, they will be the one in charge with the visa thingy. And when you get to the airport, like they will just get your passport and then they will process it to the immigration, and like you don't need to fall a line to get the stamp, blah blah blah. It's very easy, guys, if you have an agency during this pandemic. It's really easy. Okay, it's very complicated, the process, as in ano siya, na change yun siya because of this pandemic. And yeah, it surprises us as in good. Then when you get to the airport, you just have to download the Blue Zone app. That is like the Trace app in the Philippines, just the same. And then you have to fill up your information. Also guys, you need to have like the telephone number or the phone number. Then also the agency will cover the bus that we're gonna ride going to the hotel. Yeah, the quarantine hotel. Because guys, you cannot get into the airport and get out the airport and ride a taxi or ride a grab taxi. You cannot do that. Yeah, especially if you are traveling from another country, you must be undergo with a quarantine thingy. So they will provide you the bus, and they will provide you with the PPE gear going to the hotel. And also, yeah, they will help you in everything. And then also the bus will take you to the hotel, and then you need to take it off the PPE gear and everything. And also guys, with the agency, they will cover also the meals, like when you are quarantined in a hotel and then you must eat, right? And you don't know what to buy, blah blah blah. But don't worry, the hotel will provide 3 meals in a day. So hindi kayo magugutom, as in guys, super masarap yung mga pagkain. So yeah, the agency will provide also the swab test. I think we have 3 or 4 swab tests here in Vietnam. I'm not really sure, but we are done with the first swab test, and thanks God it's negative. And now we are day 3 quarantine, guys. Please pray for us. Anyway, yeah, and then after you pass the quarantine, then you can go. You can fly. I think that covers with the agency. I think it's better to have an agency, good guys. And I think you cannot process without agency, good. As in, for me lang for me. Okay, next question, please.
What will happen if someone has got a positive result?
If someone tested positive
In
the Philippines?
In the Philippines first.
In the Philippines, okay. In the Philippines, of course, you cannot fly. And I'm not really sure, guys, if they will they will reimburse or they will give you back the money that you paid for the agency. I'm not really sure. I think you cannot get it anymore. It's so sayang, guys. So
Because
that's
you
why.
you can cancel.
Yeah, you
everything.
cannot cancel everything because the agency will process like the invitation letter and there's a date on that, and then also the flight details. I think you cannot get the money anymore. You cannot get the money back anymore if you tested positive. That's why, guys, before you fly to anywhere, be sure that you are not exposed to anyone who has a positive result or case, something like that. So you must be careful and you must be healthy. Yeah. And next question, please. And guys, if you're tested here positive in Vietnam, it's really complicated. I know that Vietnam can handle it, and Vietnam will not leave you like with COVID. They will not do that. But you have to pay a very high amount of money, like 2 million Vietnam dong in a day. Where can you get that money? Hindi ka pa nga nakapag-start mag-work, then you have to pay. That's why we have to be careful in everything we do. And guys, when we went to Manila and then we went to Korea, we wore like the PPE gear. You can watch my previous vlog, guys. You can watch it. And hopefully, guys, please pray for us that we will have the negative result. Like, yeah, pray for us. Anyway, next question, please.
For OFW, is it necessary to go to POA?
For OFW, I think it's not necessary if you are a returnee. I mean, if you return to the same company, it's not necessary, guys. You just have to get the OAC exemption, and yeah, that's it. And the new contract with authenticated by the Philippine Embassy here in Hanoi. You should provide that too as well. But anyway, you can talk to Chris Dang. He's good at that. Then you won't have any problem. But but anyway, yeah. Next.
Okay, for the newly hired people, what are the documents needed?
For the newly hired people, I think I don't know anything, but the best thing to do is go to the nearest POEA office and ask them, and I'm sure they're gonna guide you with all the process. So, but I think it's very difficult for now, guys. If you are a newly hired and you've never been to Vietnam, or you've been to Vietnam but you stopped like for a long time, I think it's not the right time to travel and go back here, because the immigration is in the Philippines is really strict, guys. And actually, I'll be honest to you, we got nothing. We get a small problem, like it took 2 to 3 hours sa immigration, as in daming tanong, daming process, because we stand by in the Philippines for a year, and it's a long process. And yeah, if you have any question, like deeper question, you can directly PM me and we're gonna chit chat and talk. Next question, please.
What are your travel experiences?
My travel experiences, my God, guys, as in, if we all knew na ganun pala ka harsh yung travel, then we would not travel, guys. As in, super, na hindi naman siya nakaka-stress siya, at hindi naman siya nakakapagod pa din. Basta, guys, as in, super, because that's why we are very exhausted, because we wore like the PPE gear and it's very hot, and it's like you want to take it off everything, you want to take a shower, ganyan. So we cannot do that because we have 14 hours layover in Korea, and it's not a joke, guys, like waiting for the next flight, and then the pandemic time, and you cannot do whatever you want. You just have to stay in one place so that you'll be safe. Yeah, ganun ginawa namin, guys. At pagdating namin ng Korea, we slept in a nap zone. There is a nap zone there. You can sleep. And then after that, we took our lunch. And then we stayed in a place that is very far from other people, and we didn't even go around or take some pictures, guys, because it's not safe. Yeah, another question.
Next question is, how much did you pay for the agency?
Oh my gosh, how much did we pay? As in, guys, it's not that cheap. It's kind of expensive, guys, but I think it's worth it naman, no?
3 digits.
Yeah, we spent 2,400 USD. 2,400 USD. That is around each, guys, each. I paid 2,400 USD, and then Johnny paid also that amount. Yeah, I think it's not that little. I mean, it's kind of big, but it's worth it, guys, because you will see when you arrive in Vietnam, you will see and you will experience the money that you have paid. As in, worth it naman siya. That's why pagkatapos ng quarantine, you have to work. Anyway, yeah. Last question, okay.
What can you advise for those who want to travel and work here in Vietnam during this time?
What can I advise? I think if you are a returning OFW, what can I advise is when you travel, you must just be careful, and it's better to wear PPE gear and wear at least 2 masks. If you have KN95, it would be better than the surgical mask. And you know, guys, when we traveled from Dumaguete to Manila, we wore like 3 masks, like the KN95 too, and then 1 surgical, and it's really difficult, especially when you breathe. Oh my gosh, it's not easy. That's why when we travel, yeah, face shield too, you must have the face shield. It's required sa airline, but for Korean Airs, I think only face mask, right? But for the Philippine Airlines, they required face shield. But anyway, when we traveled to Korea, then Korea to Vietnam, we were like 1 KN95 and then 1 surgical mask, and that's it. And you just have to wear the face shield anytime, anywhere you go, especially a lot of people around you. So yeah, you must just be careful. Oh my gosh. What else? Advice, and then I know, stay healthy, drink a lot of vitamins. And you know what, guys, Johnny and I are drinking vitamins like 2 times a day. And then I promised also to my family back home na magda-diet ako during quarantine. I don't want to eat rice, but guys, you must eat rice. Even if you are in a diet, you have to make your immune system like boosting it. Yeah. So you just eat. And you know what, guys, their food are excellent. And one thing now we like here, okay, we are always looking forward for the meals, like what we're gonna eat for breakfast, we're gonna eat for lunch, it's lunchtime, it's dinner time, ganon. Wala silang snack, guys, just 3 meals a day. And we are actually staying in a 5-star hotel. And yeah, we were very surprised. And look at the room naman, it's very nice. Just comment down below if you want a room tour, a hotel quarantine room tour. Just comment down below. But anyway, guys, I think I have answered all your questions.
Yes.
And yeah, see you. And if you have any plans going back to Vietnam, then see you, and just be careful. Goodbye. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope to see you here. Bye bye.